Hey guys, it's been a while. We had some technical difficulties before, but now we have a game for you. Right now, you might be wondering why I'm saying we. It's because I have Ben with me. Hey, hi, Ben.
How are
Okay, I
you?
guess no presentation for you. Okay, you're gonna be like that today. Fine, fine. This is because we missed a game for technical difficulties? Fine, I'll see you how you're.
Yep, I suppose, yeah. No,
Anyway, yeah.
my name is Ben. You'll see me Ben or Ben's Lobe, and I like to play more controlling strategies in cEDH. The newest brew is Thrasios Tevesh. I've not played with it yet, but I'm excited to at some point.
It's something that's been in the works and it looks spicy. Draws a lot of cards, lots of control. It's what basically the vibe we like. So,
Yeah.
in this sense, today we are running a pod with Riker running Pako Haldan. We have Braden running Tevesh Kraum, Libertas on Korvold, and Erik on Thrasios Rograkh. What can you tell us about this pod, Ben, from your experience?
Okay, so we have Pako and Haldan,
Mm-hmm.
which is a very mid-rangey deck. It's going to play on the mid-range decks. Uh, it's more mid-rangey than any other mid-range deck, is how I would describe it.
Mm-hmm.
You exile everyone's cards with Pako, you cast them with Haldan, and eventually you're holding up enough of everyone's counterspells that you can beat everyone to death and win the game. Braden's playing Kraum Tevesh, which is a very stormy list. It's very close to Blue Farm in terms of just card draw and speed.
Mm-hmm.
Then we get Libertas on Korvold, a very dockside centric deck. Uh,
I don't think
Going
he's
to be
running
trying to
any
win
spicy.
early and often.
I don't think he's running anything spicy in his Korvold, just like a stock list.
I think so.
Yeah. But speaking of
And
spice, last guy we
finally,
have
we have
Erik.
Erik. Yeah, Erik. We have on Rograkh Thrasios, and this is a polymorph list. Uh, Polymorphing one of the commanders into uh, uh, Tidespout Tyrant, making infinite mana with mana positive rocks, and then winning the game by activating Thrasios and drawing his deck, finding a win con.
Yeah, that seems like a pretty good idea to get deck just going. Crystal loops. So,
Yeah,
what do you think
it's
about?
pretty strong.
How do you think? Probably they haven't rolled yet the order for this, but how do you think the rolls of each deck are gonna run? Well, obviously, we know that Riker's gonna be proactive. Braden's gonna be a bit more reactive because of how they work. Libertas gonna be balls to the wall, let's go, go, go. And probably Erik is gonna be more mid range. But how do you think these decks are gonna clash, like on different stages of the game?
So the way I see it, we have a scale in terms of how fast people these decks are.
Mm-hmm.
And so the slowest is going to be Pako and Haldan. So they are going to have to take the most reactive role and just trying to make sure the game lasts as long as possible. The next I would put Erik. The Poly Tyrant, he's very consistent because he only needs one card to win. But I think that he doesn't have the speed that Grixis has. So I would say that he's the second uh, most reactive deck. But he doesn't have the draw power that Braden has on Tevesh Kraum. So I think Tevesh Kraum and Thrasios Rograkh are both going to be somewhere in the middle, trying to make answer Libertas on Korvold and find their opening to win.
Makes sense. You probably yeah. I can't really add that much. It's just the power of Tevesh Chrome being able to draw multiple cards per turn is just way too much. But now that we have the order, does this change anything on what you think the game's gonna play out like? Because Erik has the tempo advantage, which is huge, and Libertas going second, so Braden cannot be like controlish like the game before, where he could actually sit back and just untap, say Libertas go, I'm gonna counter everything you do. Now Braden is on the back foot, so he needs to answer whatever Libertas is doing.
Well, the thing that pops out at me the most with the turn order is that Riker is going last. The most reactive deck is going to have the slowest start. So I think that he's going to be on the back foot, and now we've the 3 decks that are trying to win early are going first. And Korvold is going second among them. So I don't expect Riker to be very successful in holding back the tide of these combos.
Unless he gets a crazy hand, right? Then all bets are off. If he gets like a turn 1 Pako, then it's like, oh my god.
That's what I love about this format, that you always have the potential for a crazy hand that just throws you way far in advance.
This is also mulligan. Like knowing how to mulligan, this is how to read the board. Because as we are discussing, if Riker, we know he's last and he's on a slow deck, he needs to mulligan extra aggressively for those crazy starting hands to pick up the tempo, to actually stay in the game, or just get crushed under the card advantage of Braden or the speed of Libertas.
Yeah. It's really going to depend on these starting hands. In general, I like in any deck to prioritize speed over almost anything else, especially if your commander has even the slightest amount of card draw stable to it.
Mm-hmm.
So what I'm really looking for is fast hands out of everybody, especially Riker, where he's on the back foot going last.
Right. Would you even say that a turn 1 Haldan is bad, considering his 3 mana?
I think that if you're not playing a turn 2 Pako, I don't know, it's pretty difficult. He needs to... The problem is that if he taps out, he likely dies, but if he doesn't tap out, he's not winning. So I think that he probably has to tap out for Pako and Haldan and hope that Braden and Erik answer Libertas and each other.
Yeah, I agree with that. Being on the back
It's
foot
definitely a greedy play.
How many times have we been on the back foot as the last player playing control and we just get slapped because we don't have the speed to keep up with them?
I mean, that's why I have to mulligan to fast mana, especially going last. You really just have to... often what I end up doing is tapping out just for my value engine, hope that everyone else answers each other to some extent. If I have a free counter, I can hold that up. But I'm not going to be playing very conservatively. I'm going to be tapping out for my value engines and hoping they resolve.
Yeah, it forces you to swap tactics from being a reactive and being proactive. You need to be tapping out, slamming things one after the other, because tempo disadvantage is so big.
I 100% agree. Tempo is so big in this format. It's
insane.
I can't even describe it. It's just more than anything, especially with all the wheels in the format now. If you're not putting down mana sources and drawing cards, then you're gonna fall behind so quickly.
Unless you have like a sledgehammer to stop others from playing, like a rule of law. But even then, it's not the end all be all, because it's just they can just remove it and keep going.
I thought you were gonna say a Hull Breacher. I'm not gonna lie.
Well, I mean, Hull Breacher, we know he's kind of the boogeyman of the format in a sense. So people should be aware that Hull Breacher is gonna be in their pod, especially now. If anyone's playing blue, there's a Hull Breacher around for sure. At some point in the game, it will come up. Wait,
let's see what Erik's
that's
got.
a pretty good turn 1. That's a Mox Opal.
Oh, even
Mox Amber.
the Metalcraft.
Yeah, Mox Amber, Rograkh. Oh my god.
Yeah, let's go. I'd love to see Erik do this.
That's insane. I can't see what's the red card though.
It was imprinted. Oh my god!
What?
This is amazing.
This is
Goes
crazy.
Mox Opal into Chrome Mox, exiling Sweltering Suns into Mana Vaults, turning on Mox Opal's Metalcraft into Felwar Stone, tapping Felwar Stone, the floating mana off Mana Vault, and Mox Opal into a Jessica's Will with both modes. He has enough mana. He can polymorph on turn 1. Oh my god.
This is insane.
What?
And if he
And
could
if
cast...
he has a blue card in hand, he can exile it to Force of Will.
But Braden is the fan police. Braden is the fan police. He has
Braden
the
has
free
Force of
counter.
Negation.
He has the free counter, yeah. Exciting this spell though. It's rough. But
Wow, let's see. If Erik has a blue card in hand, how many cards does he have in hand? If he started with 7...
right now he's hellbent.
Is he hellbound?
Yeah, he started with 6.
Yeah, I think you're right.
He went to 6.
Oh, okay, so
I
then
mean,
he doesn't have the blue card to pitch to Force of Will.
yeah, but next turn he can just say, "Oh, Thrasios, go." Oh, hello.
Oh, even the cat emblem. Oh my god. That's pretty powerful. Cat emblem beats Force of Negation any day.
Chaos Orb who? This cat slaps everything.
Wow, that was quite the impressive start. I'm impressed.
Wow.
I want the cat to show Braden who's boss.
What's Braden doing though? Wait, did Libertas keep a no lander? No.
That's what I'm wondering. There's
going
no
on?
way.
Oh no.
There's no way.
This is an exotic core card and intro of birds. Okay. Pretty normal start, nothing crazy. I'm guessing Braden played his turn before Libertas. He got rushed. I don't know.
I think maybe they had the Braden was just getting ahead of himself and played his turn, and then realized that he skipped Libertas.
Sounds weird. That's not normal for Braden, but I guess it happens. We all have a rough
Maybe
days.
that's my best guess.
Okay, so Riker has. Speaking of tempo, here we go. That's probably one of the best tempo cards to catch up. That's an exploration.
Exploration is a common card in Pako and Haldan because with all the extra lands you're exiling off of everyone's decks, it feels really good to be able to play those extra lands.
And we can already see that he's catching up.
This is the kind of start Riker needs to be able to be in this game.
Fully agree. So next turn he can actually slam Pako, and if he gets 2 lands from each other, he's not even feeling bad because he can just play them for free. Wow, that's...
You don't know what I want Erik to draw on his turn?
Mana Vault?
I want him to draw Time Twister. Just have all of his mana source in play and refill his hand. I love Erik's deck, and so I'm gonna root for it at every turn. I'm not gonna lie.
Too bad his polymorph got exiled. So right now he's on Rarity Scramble and probably... Which one else?
There's a lot of them.
Oh, that's a gamble from Riker.
Once you're in blue and red, there are a lot of polymorph effects. There's even one that has Retrace.
Yeah, that's the Rarity Scramble.
Yeah, right.
That's probably the best one.
There's Transmogrify, there's Polymorph. I don't know if he's on Reweave. There's also the stick. What's it called?
And he entombed the Mana Crypt. Oh, that's happens.
Oh,
that's so sad. But it's 4 cards, so a 25% chance. So
almost certainly what he tutored for.
Yeah.
That's unfortunate for Riker.
You probably had to start first with drop a Jewel Lotus, but you don't want to lose the exploration, so... And also you need the exploration first to cast the second land, to play the second land, so... I guess this order just punished him.
Well, I agree with his sequencing. I think that he sequenced extremely well because you just want the max upside, especially when you're going last. So
I fully agree, just got unlucky. It happens.
Yeah.
This is why we call gamble the red entomb.
you play to win.
Yeah.
And that's what Riker did, and it didn't work for him, but I think he still made the right sequence.
Yeah, 100%. 100%. Because in any other world, 3 out of 4 times he has a huge upside next turn. Because he can just slam Pako and Haldan in 1 turn, which is huge.
Okay, Libertas. Main phase Adnaz.
Why not?
Ancient Tomb, yeah.
So Erik just played Thrasios Pasios? Yeah.
Yeah. And he has 3 mana open, not 4, unfortunately. No
so it's Braden having the answers? Oh, there's no answer.
Oh, no.
There's no answer.
Simmons
3.
Graveyard's already a good hit. Mana's often
Breach. Breach.
Limiting factor.
Entomb, I think? No, a Worldly Tutor.
Worldly Tutor.
Question mark. Land.
I think that was... Ooh,
Final Fortune. Just because will? Huge.
If he gets 1 more mana, then he can just Final Fortune and win the next turn if he needs to.
Is that Entomb? Oh, Libertas, my friend.
Viscera
Seer.
Skirk Prospector, Land, Rock,
Talisman.
Elvish Spirit, Elvish Mystic.
Is he stopping there? At 13? That's not greedy enough, I'm afraid.
Oh, I think everyone's conceding. Yeah.
Oh, makes sense. Makes sense. Because why? What did he have? What did he flip? Maybe we missed something when he flipped some cards from that nose. But
Yeah,
hey,
I think we must have missed a card or two because it didn't seem he had enough mana. Maybe there was a. Oh, I think one of them was a Chromox. Yeah, I didn't recognize the art. So Chromox,
into
and
Jessica's
that gives him
Whale,
the second mana. Yeah.
and he can actually loop Jessica's Whale. Yep, that'll do it. So hey, we got a turn 2 that nose. Who would ever thought that wins games?
Yeah.
Too bad. I wanted
I
wanted Pako to do his own thing, but he was last. Sad.
Yeah, that's the struggle with Pako. In this meta, it's just so fast.
Yeah.
If you can survive, it'll be very powerful. But
hey, we'll have more games today, so just stay here and we'll have more